And this is the first game of a doubleheader today as Avila lifts it to right. And it'll be pulled in out and right as Brian Bullock making the catch and one out in the top of the first for LT. Bill Malone will be the hitter. On the mound for York is Sean Peterman, who has a 1-1 record. Coach Paul Howell commenting that Sean will mix it up, try to work the outside corner. We saw it there as of the final two pitches. One hit the corner, the second one flied out to right field. Not a power pitcher, but has good location when he's on, and that will be a key. As that pitch sails outside, ball one. This is Bill Malone, the second baseman.
Now, Billy, come on now.
Right-handed hitter. Peterman into the wind, a very slow, deliberate windup, and he nails the corner. 1-1. Andy Zupfish on deck. You can tell that's going to be a tongue twister all day, as is the cleanup hitter, Ian Tukowski. Line drive, base hit to center field. So Bill Malone on base, and with one out, LT with the first base runner of the ball game.
Nice piece of hitting there. He stayed back on that one and made sure he drove it right up the middle.
Take it right through the middle. And here is Andy Zupfish.
Zupfish actually was the winning pitcher in this team's first meeting. Only allowed 4 hits in 5 innings and 1 run. So he did the job. Now he's playing the field this time.
LT coming in 7-2, and a pitch called a ball. Left-handed hitter still looking for his first hit of the summer, but has 2 RBIs. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Comes in low, 2-0. From the stretch, the pitch. That one bounces in 3-0. Good job keeping it in front of him by the catcher, Chris Chapane. But the count 3-0. In slightly at the corners is the York third baseman. First baseman holds the runner on. That pitch on the outside corner, 3-1. Well, Peterman fell behind the leadoff hitter 3-0 and then came back to get him with a strike and then a fly out to right. And trying to do the same here, and now it's up to 3-2. Doing a good job battling back once again.
Pulled a nice string on that pitch, really fooled him.
Malone at first, 1 out. Of course, Jeff, we'll develop this in a moment, but Summer League, as the pitch is fouled away, Summer League has some strange foibles to it, and one of them we're going to see here today is both teams going with all junior lineups.
Yeah, they. I know I talked to Coach Terry Sullivan at LT before the game, and he said that he liked to get the juniors the first game, the seniors the second game, and then later on in the season he'll mix it up a little bit.
This pitch lifted to short left. Left fielder a long way to come. It's going to drop for a base hit. Malone only able to get to second base as he had to hold up. But that high pop-up manages to drop in between the left fielder and shortstop. And LT with 2 runners on and 1 out.
I don't know if the left fielder saw the ball off the bat very well. He got a very late start on it. Looked like he looked at the shortstop running after the ball and said, "Oh, the ball's coming to me." So then he said, "Start better get it going on there."
He might have even looked at the shortstop and, "Hey, aren't you going to get that one?" Okay, well, and I'm not either. First and second, 1 out. First pitch swinging, a deep drive to right center, but this will actually go out to about medium deep right center field, and the catch made by the center fielder for the second out. And pretty good wood on the first pitch by Blake Zinkowski.
And Zinkowski, LT's leading hitter, has their only home run. Didn't come too far there. He got a nice swing there by the left-hander.
I had that one going about 400 feet. I think it only went about 220, but I will say the wind's blowing in, even though you can see the trees, so they're not moving at all.
Well, it's only 305 down that right field line, and someone like Blake Sinkowski with a little bit of pop, being the leading hitter, the only home run, maybe this is the kind of ballpark he would favor.
Hit that one a little bit too much to the gap, though, but still very much alive is LT here. First and second, 2 out, and Ryan Busanero, the catcher, steps in. He is 2 for 5 with 4 RBIs already this spring, or this summer, actually it is. Been very economical with his hits. That pitch sails outside, 1-1. Sullivan says, hold it up at second. Not going anywhere.
One of the more vocal coaches you'll see out here, and he's not afraid to talk to the umpires a little bit here and there.
Let's go, baby. Come on, Bill.
I hope to have a close play or two then. Get to see the rhubarb style in action. Shot to second. Second baseman will take it himself for the putout. As that was Scott Schmid making the pickup on 2 hops and stepping on the bag for the 3rd out. So LT threatens a single to center, a bloop single to left with 1 out, but York's Sean Biederman coming back to retire the side on a fly to center and a grounder to second. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left, and York's going to get their first shot at Lyons Township here coming up. And momentarily we'll give you the Dukes lineup as they come in with a 5-5 record. Paul Hoel commenting before the game that the Dukes have been, it's been up and down virtually every day. Their 5-5 record very indicative of the way they have played daily. They win 1 game and then lose the second game, and that's kind of the mixed bag that you expect during summer league play, because as Jeff commented on, a lot of the teams will just go all juniors, all seniors until the tournament, and then maybe start playing the best players as you prepare for that quest for the crown in the summer league play.
Well, last time these two teams played, I believe it was York only had 5 hits in the doubleheader combined. Andy's Upstitch, I mentioned earlier, with the 4-hitter, and then in the second game, 6'10", Chris Cabay, who was going to be a center on the basketball team, threw a 1-hitter and had a perfect game going into the 6th inning. So it'll be interesting to see this time how York handles the LT pitching.
I'm interested to see 6'10" Chris Cabay when he comes in.
Scheduled to pitch the second game, so see if he doesn't come in relief and then they keep him on or something like that. It's a lot of person there, 6'10".
The Randy Johnson of high school baseball. Well, York's lineup for this game: Tom Jablonski will lead off in left field. Batting second, Scott Schmid will be at second base. Matt Moran, the first baseman, hits third. Chris Chapane, the catcher, will hit cleanup. Brian Bullock in right bats fifth. Kevin Berner will be at third. Pete Twardowski will be the designated hitter and hits seventh. Sophomore Chuck Rizzo hits eighth at shortstop. And in center field, Justin Kirsch wraps up the Duke lineup of Coach Paul Hoel. Pitcher, of course, Sean Biederman, who is being designated hit for in this ballgame. And they will face Mike Zaroli, right-hander of Lyons Township. First to take their shot at Zaroli is Jablonski. Pitch inside, ball one. Into the wind and the pitch. That also low, 2-0.
Hi, Mike. First down here, bud. Come on. Good job, Tommy.
2-0 pitch. Tried to curve that one. It sailed inside and high. 3-0 to Jablonski, who in the leadoff spot. Paul Hoel saying hitting right around 320 coming in. And that pitch high. That'll help the on-base percentage. And York with a leadoff hitter on.
Well, Zaroli having trouble with both his fastball and his curve. Looked like the last 2 pitches he threw were breaking pitches and didn't break at all, really.
So now it's Scott Schmid, the second baseman, who one of the players here with some key varsity experience. As the first pitch to him, he will fly it to right center field, and a sliding catch is made, and unfortunately the York runner all the way around second base. He's going to be doubled up easily. A nice sliding catch. That was Mike Vesperman in center field making the catch and then firing back to first, and Jablonski hung out to dry. I don't know if that was a hit and run or what.
Jablonski was off on the pitch, and he hesitated about where the second baseman played, and then he thought the ball was going to get through, and he took off, and he got past second base, and nice catch, and he was a dead duck.
So 2 down. That pitch curves in on the outside corner as Zaroli finding the plate with that curve. Matt Moran, the hitter. Scott Schmid, to backtrack to that riveting story that I was about to tell. He was brought up to varsity as a sophomore just in time to help York win the regional championship this past spring. Starting at second base in the regional title game. The Dukes eventually losing to Naperville Central in the sectionals. 3-0 the count. That ball right there, 3-1.
Well, that double play really coming up big because Zaroli appears to be struggling with his control at this point.
And part of that is that shot lined right over Paul Hoel's head at third. Does the double take.
It's a dangerous spot when you're at third base coach with a lefty up. He doesn't stand in that box. He's in front of it, and big target.
And there's no coaches with helmets either. Ball lofted down the left field line. That'll land in foul territory. 3-2 it will remain. No score in the bottom of the first.
No Dick Allen type coaches, huh? That Dick Allen used to wear the hard helmet out in the field. Haven't never seen a coach do that.
And Dave Parker had to when the fans in Pittsburgh started throwing batteries at him.
That would hurt.
3-2. And that's ball 4. His second walk of the inning. But the key sliding catch by Vesperman, which turned into a double play, at least briefly nullified York's threat. Now the cleanup hitter, though, Chris Chapin, coming up.
And look how big that catch is now, because you have either the bases loaded or, first and third with nobody out at this point.
Yep. Instead, one runner on, and we'll see if that runner, Moran, is off and running. Nope, first pitch swinging. Vesperman going to be tested again, not quite as severely. Settles under it and takes it. So good defense from LT that inning, and that thwarts a York threat as the double play on the fly ball. No runs, no hits, one runner left. We're through 1 inning, and we're going to take a break here on Continental Cablevision. LT nothing and York nothing.
In 1958, Ted Dulles opened the first Dulles Cleaners. A commitment to quality customer service with a personal touch has made Dulles Cleaners Elmhurst's choice for over a generation. Dulles is a family-run business that believes dry cleaning is more than just a job, it's an art. Their style gives character and individual care to each piece of work. Dulles Cleaners has 3 locations to serve you.
Which child deserves to be read to? This one? Or is it this one? Which child will learn to use a toothbrush? Who will have a chance to sing? The choice is yours. Volunteer for Head Start. With your help, more low-income preschool children can get what other children already have. Change the world of a child, and you change the world.
We are back for the second inning. And LT coming up with Tom Zillman leading it off, the left fielder. Be followed by Caleb Svoboda and Grant Smith. Biederman's first pitch comes in inside, ball one. Well, both teams threatened in the first, but 2 left on by LT, 1 by York in a double play in the bottom half of the inning. Now 2-0. Pitch, lifted to right center, circling under it and making the catch for the first out. That is Brian Bullock.
Bullock got a nice jump on that pitch. 2-0 pitch. He took it to the opposite field. Nice piece of hitting, but Bullock got a good jump on it.
Now Caleb Svoboda, the hitter. He is 2 for 3 thus far on the spring. 1 RBI.
Well, T has played 9 games, and in 7 of those games, Terry Sullivan has played exclusively seniors, with the exception of Blake Sinkowski, a junior who's been DHing, and he's turned out to be the leading hitter, so he's appeared to be quite a find for LT.
Swing and a miss. That's kind of unusual this early. I don't know. His philosophy, I guess, varies from every coach having their own philosophy, but that's kind of an unusual one, especially this early in the summer.
Well, what he does is he plays after 7 games. Then he'll start to mix it up.
Grounder in the hole past the third baseman and then past the shortstop. Once it got past the third baseman, it was going to be an infield hit. It got through to the outfield anyway, and a base hit for Swoboda. And so a runner on first, 1 out, as we look at Caleb at first base. First base coach there, Ryan Reek, number 26. And Grant Smith is the hitter, the first baseman for Lyons Township. I'll get back to your the point.
Well, he told, for instance, today the varsity players weren't told to show up till 5:15, so he said there's no use for him to sit through 2.
Off the bat handle, but heading for the gap, and it'll drop. Runner around second, heading to third. Smith's going to try for second. Runner safe at third, and no play at second. So a double by Grant Smith to left center, and LT's threatening again. Looked like Biederman got a good location on that pitch, but Smith fought it off and got good aluminum on it. You're not going to
you wouldn't be able to say that of when we played. Although we didn't get much aluminum on the ball when we played.
Mike Vesperman, the batter with second and third, LT threatening. Swings at that outside pitch, 0-1.
Now we've seen what he can do with the glove. Now he's up in a big situation. See what he does with the bat here.
That clutch catch silencing York in the last inning. From the stretch. Lays off that one nicely, 1-1 as it sails outside. No score, top of the second. Lyons Township with Svoboda on third and Smith on second. From the stretch. Comes in low, and it's 2-1. We see Smith lead off at second, and the pitch is outside. It's 3-1.
He's been getting behind in the count, and a lot of batters so far. And LT has taken advantage with 4 hits. LT known for their hitting, always been a strong hitting team. They do a lot of different type of drills.
That's ball 4. You mentioned he's been behind a lot of hitters. I think he's been, I can't think of more than one that he has been ahead of. I think the leadoff man he got behind 3-0.
And obviously Paul Howell sees something, and he's out to the mound to settle his pitcher down and see what happens. Here, bases loaded situation. They also might be talking strategy here, as far as defensive strategy.
You've been around the block as a coach, certainly. What do you tell a pitcher when you go out to talk to them? If they're a little wild, is there anything that a coach can do to kind of calm them down? Or?
Well, sometimes you can see mechanical things, but a lot of it, obviously, a lot of pitching is mental, and go out there to try to settle them down, and give them a little confidence, give them a shot in the arm, and hopefully you can get a ground ball and get a double play and get out of this situation. I'm sure that's what he's making them aware of. Keep your pitches down, because a lot of these pitches he's been up and missing outside, so that's what you have to watch against here.
Well, the bases are loaded. Avila took a rip at one of those pitches that got up a little bit and lined it to right as last time. This time swinging at the first pitch, to short, to second, to first, double play. Well, that certainly makes Paul Howell look like a genius. As the first pitch, Biederman inducing a double play, and what a job turning it.
Yeah, Villa was really moving down the line. That was a close play, so the umpire was tested, and no argument from LT. So an excellent play, and York got out of a big jam there.
Chuck Rizzo, the shortstop, to Scott Schmid, and then on to Matt Moran for the double play, and Schmid got rid of that ball in a hurry.
He sure did.
There was no time for either of them to waste, really. But
that's nice. It's probably from working during the sophomore season. That helps. Maybe when you mix these kids up early part of the summer or towards the middle part of the summer, that play might not get off as clean. But that was a nice job.
that's a good point, because they probably have been working together basically since March, and practicing turning that every day in practice and sometimes in games, and it paid off this time. LT has had 5 base runners in 2 innings and left 4 of them. Is that double play erasing 1? But York getting out of a bases loaded 1-out situation, and the game's still scoreless as we head to the bottom of the second. It'll be Brian Bullock, Kevin Berner, and Pete Twardowski. Bullock leading it off on number 27 in the green and gray. Pitch is high, ball 1. Second pitch chops, just foul. Held the third base line, but then rolled foul. Correction, it will be Jim Kelly as designated hitter.
Got our spotter here in the booth, awaiting his turn to play the next game.
Thank you, Chris. Chris, a member of the squad here at York. I'm sure he'll be in game 2. Swung and missed that one. It'll be 1-2 the count. Zeroli, the pitch, bounces in, 2-2.
There's about a 58-foot pitch there, huh?
Looked like he was almost trying to curve that one. Not going to fool anybody that way. That pitch bounces in, 3-2, almost overthrowing that one. So a full count.
Don't rush your delivery, Mike. Don't rush.
And Jim Kelly. Ball popped up. Catcher will wind up taking it. Looked like trouble there for a moment, but taking charge at the last minute, Ryan Busanero for the first out.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion. That's one of those balls that's between 3 players, and someone has to take charge, and catcher doing the good job. It's the catcher's job to take charge of the field, be the vocal one, and he did his job there.
But Major League Baseball has reels and reels of film of major leaguers having trouble with those. Colliding or tripping over the baseline or doing something wrong. Ground ball foul. Paul Howell will handle that one in the third base box.
That was, in my mind, one of Ciroli's better curveballs so far this year. This game, he got that one over nice and kept it low.
Jim Kelly with a big rip and a miss, 0-2. Boy, my scorecard's already looking like spilled a cup of coffee on it or something. As a swing and a miss and the drop third strike, Bucanero throws to first for the out. 2 down. As now we will see Ryan Hagensee. I feel like the lineup card I got was for the first LT game back in the opening day of the season.
Yeah, they're throwing us a curveball up here. Huh?
That pitch inside. So I had Chuck Rizzo at short and Twardowski DH, Kevin Berner at third. 3-0 the count.
Ciroli throwing a lot of pitches early on, as both pitchers are, and it'll be interesting to see how they last as the game goes on.
That one on the inside corner, 3-1.
All right, Mike, you can do it. One at a time.
Right there, 3-2, good pitch. Hagensee tried to wind up when he saw where it was coming, but no chance. Chops that one fouled on the first base line. 3-2, it remains.
He was fooled on that pitch, but he did a good job of hitting there to protect the plate and just fouled it off, got enough of it to stay alive.
And it pays off as he draws ball 4. And now we will see Chuck Rizzo, the shortstop.
That's the third walk ready for Ciroli, and he's someone who's fighting for a spot, trying to impress Coach Terry Sullivan. Say, hey, I can start next spring. And so far, struggling a little bit, but he's had success so far this season.
Throw to first and Hagensee back.
Ciroli's coming off a fine relief performance against Montini. He was 3 2/3 with 8 strikeouts.
Wow. Pitch out. Sullivan and company smell it out, but it doesn't matter as the pitch sails too far outside and unable to make the clean catch of it. Bucanero, and Hagensee's in at second.
I think that was a case of Bucanero trying to throw the ball before he had it, because they had the play called. You're eager, you're down, you're set. You know, as soon as the play works, you know it's coming. You get that, you get that flow of blood going. You're excited, and boom, you drop it. But the good call, good guess by LT there.
Well, the runner on second now with Sue out. That ball's not always easy to get a hold of. 2-0. On deck hitter Justin Kirsch, the number 9 hitter in the York lineup. Grounded to third. Good pickup. Across to first, and he gets him. Well, the third walk of the game by Ciroli, and then the pitch out / stolen base that I guess turned into a stolen base. And there's the man who got to second but winds up stranded there, Hagensee. No runs, no hits. Through 2 innings, a lot of threats, but no score. And Lyons Township coming up in the top of the third will have Malone, Zupsich, and Zinkowski coming up for them against Sean Biederman. We see the panoramic view. In fact, we can see the light standards that will soon be fired up again come the fall for the York football season. And what a last few years it's been for York. Perennial threat, if not champion, in the West Suburban Silver Division.
Definitely. It's hard to believe that football is 6 weeks, 7 weeks away.
Yeah.
We're playing baseball now, though.
And it's a week earlier now, too, with the arrangement now where they've eliminated the Wednesday playoff game, and football will now start a week earlier in order to avoid that 3-day break in between the first and second round of the playoffs.
Yeah, I'll miss that Wednesday game, but I understand it was necessary to get that out of there. There's too many injuries could happen as a result of that.
It is something you're not going to really realize until it's not here, because those Wednesdays where you had the midweek break and could go out and catch a football game.
Yeah, that was fun, a lot of fun. You get catch 2-3 games in a day, you get that playoff atmosphere. So now you can still do the same thing on Saturday, but Saturday they usually just played the 2 games. On Wednesday you had games basically almost every hour from 1 to 7, and I knew some people that did catch 3 games.
You want to rake those leaves and all those important things on Saturdays in the fall, though. Watch Ohio State take on Wisconsin or something. 2-1 the count. Bill Malone singled his first time. Loops this one to right. Bullock is there, 1 out.
I always find it interesting. These guys probably don't, they know each other a little bit from the sophomore team, but you got to wonder, how they judge where to play a batter in the outfield. It's interesting to watch their alignment and how they move. Looks like they know a little bit about Zinkowski here, because they're just backing up a little bit in the outfield now.
You really don't see many of those good Ted Williams shifts, or for reaching back about 40 years, but a Ted Williams shift, I guess, would be the most prominent case, where the shortstop wound up playing almost to where the second baseman was for the left-handed hitter. You don't see that too often anymore, and especially at this level, very little movement. But
Exactly. You should be interesting to see Zinkowski's swing here. Terry Sullivan, who's a scout for the Brewers, was running a camp the other day, and he said that Zinkowski, who's the next batter, right on deck?
right. I'm sorry, this is Zupsich.
He threw me off here. Said he has one of the better swings around. He compared his swing to some of those guys in the camp who are college players, and he actually said he has a better swing than some of those as far as terrific bat speed, he said. But you said Zupsich is still looking for his first hit here, so which he just got last time at bat. So first hit of the year, and maybe he'll search for another one here.
That first one, not one he'd want to frame necessarily. It was a bloop to left, but I'm sure he's hit a few rockets that were right at somebody. So,
well, as they say, it looks like a line drive in the box score the next
that's
day.
right. You can go home and tell Mom he hit one off the center field fence. Pop foul right behind us. 3-2 it remains with 1 out in the third. It's been a pitcher's duel on the scoreboard, but in reality, some key defensive plays and good situation pitching, but a lot of opportunities.
They're getting behind a lot of hitters, the pitchers are, but the defense backing them up today.
That off the end of the bat will loop fouled on the left field line.
Get that ball bouncing into your living room there.
Get out the 3D glasses for that one. Three and two. Oh, strike 3 on the inside corner. And Zupsich is down on a pitch that just nibbled the corner.
That was a tough pitch.
Yeah, I don't think...
I don't blame him for taking it. This is the batter I want to watch the swing of, because Terry Sullivan said he has terrific bat speed. It'll be interesting to watch how quick his hands are here.
Blake Zinkowski, first pitch, popped it up to third. And it'll be taken by Hagensee. So after LT had 2 hits in each of the first 2 innings and actually loaded the bases in the second, Biederman on the ball in the third. Nice work as a great pitch on 3-2 that nibbled on the inside corner. and then inducing the strong Blake Zinkowski to pop to third. And it's 3 up and 3 down. Going to look at the York dugout. And somebody hoping to break through here in the top of the third. It'll be the 9, 1, and 2 portion of the Dukes lineup. And they will be facing that man in your picture, Mike Ziroli, who Jeff mentioned he had 8 strikeouts in his last game. He's had 4 walks and 12 strikeouts in 7 2/3 innings coming in to today. Today, though, 3 walks, 1 strikeout. He's had the reversal.
Definitely, he's falling behind hitters, and that's going to cause you trouble right away. But it's still early in the game, and no score. Plenty of time to get your composure. I mentioned the last time he was out, he came in relief, and it was 3 2/3, and only allowed 1 hit, and he still hasn't allowed a hit today. So York, actually, like I mentioned last time, was 5 hits just against LT in the last doubleheader. So be interesting to see if they can get the bats going here.
Sullivan and LT always seem to have a good pitching staff. They had a very successful spring with Steve Davis, who had an excellent basketball season and carried that over into the spring baseball season. Where did the Lions wind up being eliminated in the playoffs this spring? Do you recall?
They lost to Morden, and that game went 9 innings. It's 10-5 in the LT regional semifinals. Morden rallied for 6 runs in the 9th inning.
Wow. To wear out a cliche, you wouldn't want to be around Terry Sullivan after that one.
LT finished a respectable 25-10 last year, but 7 of those losses were in the West Suburban Conference Silver Division, so tough division as always.
That pitch coming on inside, of course, York in the same division. They won the state title in 1993. And strong once again this past spring. 28-12. Well, surprise there for Kirsch. He thought that was ball 4, but it's called a strike. 3-1.
I don't know how much umpires can like that if a player starts down the line and almost shows them up in a way.
Well, not a strike there, and it's ball 4. Probably even worse when you get the irate fan behind the plate who starts jumping on the umpire as well.
Well, appears to be a quiet crowd today. They're well behaved.
I liked your one comment to we'll let the crowd describe this one as the throw to first in case there's an exciting moment. Well, there's probably about 20, 25 people here, so we may not have much of a description.
Well, I think 4 o'clock on a Thursday afternoon. Sometimes people are busy doing other things at this point, but
I'm sure the commuters are piling on the trains right now to get out to the ballpark. But right now, piling out of the dugout and out of the mound is Terry Sullivan. He wants to talk.
Well, Ziroli is really all over the place. He's inside, he's outside. Looks like he's releasing the ball in different spots, and looks like Coach Sullivan has a few words for him, talking to him about mechanics.
He's almost kind of towing the dirt on the mound and trying to rearrange it to maybe find a more comfortable spot for him. Now Sullivan coming back to the dugout. He's been doing a lot. I understand he's been doing a lot of scouting. You mentioned his role with the Brewers camp. Are you aware of any players that he's been responsible for discovering or signing in your talks with Terry?
Oh, not really, but I mean, it can't hurt when he to have a contact like that for his own players. I know he had about 5 or 6 players from the spring team that are going on now to play in college. So, it can't hurt to have that kind of contact and that person with that kind of knowledge.
Count is 1-1. That pitch outside, 2-1. And he had a catcher, I believe, a couple of years ago who was signed by the Tigers, didn't he?
Dave Crafton was signed by the Tigers, was set to go to college, and held out for a little bit of money, and he got it, and now he's in the Tigers organization. I know his college, it skips me the name of the college at the time now, but they weren't too happy about that decision.
Well, that is tough. I know York had Justin Halpenny, who I know signed with UIC, and also Dave Sloan, a catcher who signed with Austin Peay. I don't know if they wound up being drafted or signing with any teams, but I'd imagine that throws your whole college program into disarray when that draft comes along, and all of a sudden one of your best recruits is off playing for Bend, Oregon, or somewhere like that. 2-1. Loop down the right field line, going to stay foul by about 15 feet. Tom Jablonski hoping to drop one on the chalk, but it went well foul. 2-2. So we see Justin Kirsch getting the brush off at first from the first base coach. He's the base runner, and Grant Smith, the first baseman.
Is that a different kind of brush back there? Brushing his
right.
back?
Not good aluminum on that one. It's going to loop behind second. Shortstop has it for the first out. Nice catch by Anthony Avila. Pretty good pitch. Doing a pretty good job getting the ball in on the hands on a few occasions here.
Well, the last time he faced Jablonski, 4 pitches and was ball 4. So, but he's still struggling with his control. Still inside and outside a lot. Doesn't seem like he's in a real good flow yet.
Scott Schmidt, a player who could really take you out of your flow, hitting around 350 thus far in the summer. Paul Howell saying the at-bats right now are around the 15 mark. Soft liner, short hopped and through the second baseman. Around second will be Kirsch. He's on his way to third, and he will make it standing up. So one of those spinning liners that you don't know whether to catch it on the fly or try to short hop it, and tough play. It eats up Bill Malone, the second baseman.
That's a tough play because the ball, you don't know whether to get it on the hop or get it on the line drive. It looked like he thought it was going to get it on the line drive, and it's one of those in-betweeners, they call them. Tough play and a tough error, but an error nonetheless.
Matt Moran, now the batter. He is hitting around 500 this spring and drew a walk, or this summer. I keep saying spring. Only like 3 or 4 months off. That takes a ball.
Well, it's not so hot. It's not so hot out that it can't be a spring-like day today.
This is true. We're around 90. One of those 95% humidity days might be different. 1-0 pitch popped up left field. Coming on the left fielder will make the catch. Kirsch tags. Coming home. He'll make it. York leads 1-0. Well, the catch by Tom Zillman, and then it was a race for the plate. Kirsch and the throw, and the throw a little bit up the line, and Kirsch able to score the first run of the ball game.
Well, Kirsch had his head down at third base, just looking straight ahead at home plate, waiting for Coach Paul Howell's signal to go, and as soon as that ball was caught, he took off, got a real good jump, and that's a tough, looked like the fielder was a little off balance catching that ball.
Good aggressive base running. Pitch on the outside corner, strike one. Well, I see we're in agreement that the no-hitter is still in effect, even though that's a tough error. Boy, as that curve came in and fouled off.
Schmid was off on the pitch on that one, and it would have been a good pitch to go on because slow curveball, had a good jump. It looked like apparently it was a hit and run play. So York showing some hit and run here early in the game. They've already stolen a base in the second inning.
Oh, 2 out. Fastball, line to right center. Could be trouble on the run and unable to come up with it. Andy Zupsich around third. Howell's waving him home. The cutoff and no play at the plate.
And Zupsich throws his mitt down in right field in disgust. That's a ball he should have had. He drifted under it and apparently just didn't watch it into his glove.
Had to go a long way, but boy, it's right there, and he'll kick himself for that one because that's a play he'll usually make. And at the same time, well, Chapin only gets a one base error out of it, running on the pitch. Schmidt comes all the way around to score.
So 2 errors, though, have victimized Ciroli here in the 3rd inning, and 2 runs. They should be out of the inning, the LT should.
Pitch is high, ball 1. Brian Bullock popped to the catcher. That was that play in between the mound and first base and home plate that Bucanero wound up making a nice play on.
Lyons Township does have some activity in the bullpen. I can't get a number on who that is, but somebody is warming up down the left field line.
1-1. Pitch, runner going. Throw by Bucanero. Right there on one hop, and there's the out.
Good shot, Ryan. Good shot.
2-4 on the putout. Throw bounced in, but was right on the bag and room service tag.
Well, a lot of coaches say, as long as the ball, 1 bounce throw, 2 bounce throw even sometimes isn't that bad as long as it gets there in a hurry and gets on target over the base. And that ball bounced right up over the base and got the runner sliding right in.
We are through 3, and York, with those 2 unearned runs, has the lead, 2-0.
The air dances with the waters, brings the rain that feeds the land. The land gives the water boundaries, the animals a home. The animals, they keep the land from being lonely, fill the air with song. All life dances together.
In a world so connected, choosing one environmental cause can be hard.
All life sings together.
Now there's EarthShare, 40 of the world's most respected environmental charities working under one name. To find out how you and your company can help, call 1-800-MyShare.
All life lives, or doesn't, together.
Welcome back to Elmhurst. Beautiful sunny Elmhurst today, and many of the fans in the short sleeve shirts, the tank tops, enjoying the balmy weather as it is 2-0 York. The score pretty enjoyable too for the locals. And Sean Biederman will go to work in the 4th as the shutout going, and he will face Ryan Bucanero, Tom Zillman, and Caleb Svoboda.
Pretty brisk game so far, despite the pitchers working from behind the counts. This game is moving along at a pretty good pace.
We look at Biederman. Paul Hoel saying he's pitched well in one game and then had some trouble with his control in the other. And location in particular. He's keeping the ball in a good place today on the outside corner. 0-1 there. He has yet to always walk one batter. Fell behind several, we should note. But last inning calmed down very nicely. Got him 3 up, 3 down. 0-1 pitch. Chopped foul. Sullivan does the Matador pit. Count 0-2. Bucanero lays off that one in. Well outside and in the dirt, 1-2.
Time to waste one there, right?
Yeah. Of course, Chapin sliding out and blocking that. Maybe not as happy about it. 2-2. That ball going the other way, right behind Bucanero's head.
He's gone high. He's gone low. Now let's see where he goes.
Right down the middle, higher or lower. 2-2. Comes in again, 3-2.
So after getting ahead of him 0-2, he's really not come close on the last 3 pitches.
Full count. And struck him out. That pitch a little high, but got it by Busanero.
That's a tough pitch to lay off sometimes.
Yeah.
You see that pitch right in your eyes. That's sometimes a pitch some players like to drive, or a lot of them can't lay off.
Well, Tom Zillman will take his shot. He flew to right his first time. Pitch on the way. High again, 1-0. Zillman 2 for 6 coming into the game. Now obviously 2 for 7. Gets a good rip at that one, deep to left, down the left field line, going back. It is fair or foul? Well, foul ball. As that ball went.
Zillman's still running.
Hey, I'd finish the home run, at least get 3/4 of the way to your home run trot.
He was hoping. It seemed like he got it past second base and just kind of slowed down to a little trot, real little baby steps. Come on up.
That reminds me of your comment about the home run trot. Reminds me of Tom Brunansky when he was a rookie with the Angels. Hit a fly ball to center field. The center fielder caught the ball over the fence. Brunansky was he's a rookie. He's going to enjoy this. As the pitch on the corner, strike 2. He got all the way to third base in his home run trot. And finally, the third base coach shook his hand, stopped him, and had to break the news to him. That ball was caught.
Bet you, as a rookie, he got a little ribbon for that.
Oh, definitely. Of course, he went on to have many legitimate home run trots during his career, but not the way you want to remember it. That's the opposite of Jimmy Pearsall running around backwards. Ground ball down the third base line, foul ball.
Boy, and he probably wishes that line was over a foot or so. He's just missed twice now, 2 extra base hits.
And there, I think he's getting closer. That ball was just foul. I'll be here about another 10 minutes, and we'll get one right down the line. 2-2. Swung on and missed. Couldn't lay off that tailing pitch to the outside, and 2 down. 3 of the last 4 LT hitters have struck out now. Now Caleb Svoboda will take his rips. He singled his first time and hitting .750 on the year, 3 for 4.
Like I said, when you only played 2 games, you have the opportunity to have those high averages. And that apparently is the case here.
That pitch inside, ball 1.
LT right about the halfway point of their summer season. They have 21 games scheduled, and then of course the tournament down the road starts about the 3rd week of July.
And that's when things start getting interesting. You'll see everybody play in these regular season games. Off the bat handle, but that'll spin fouled on the left field line.
Well, what's most interesting in talking to Terry Sullivan is that he loses a lot of players to community ball, and he has a rule that if you're involved in community ball, it's okay to go play that, and whoever can make the games makes the games.
Even the All-Star games and things like that, so that'll lead into
right.
the postseason.
That starts Friday already, this week, already, so he'll lose players.
Loop to right. Bullock is right there again, and 3 up and 3 down. He's had several guys played perfectly and made the plays. So 7 in a row set down by Biederman, including the 6-4-3 double play that started the streak. And York looking in pretty good shape right now, leading 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th.
Ironically, they still don't have a hit.
That's right.
So
Stay tuned, fans, if you've never seen a no-hitter.
we don't want to jinx them by talking about it in the 4th inning.
He'll have the same reaction Andy Hawkins did against the White Sox. He had a no-hitter a couple years ago, and they lost 3-0.
That's right.
So hoping his teammates can get him some support and also hold on to the no-hitter if he's to have a happy afternoon. But York doing the job right now, and some aggressive base running and a couple of breaks have helped out the Dukes. Brian Bullock, Jim Kelly, Ryan Hagensee due up here as we head to the bottom of the 4th.
Zaroli has walked the leadoff man in 2 of the 3 innings so far he's pitched, so it'll be interesting to see what he does here with Bullock.
Get a good look at Bullock, and the pitch is inside. He had to get a good look at that pitch to get out of the way of it. Popped to the catcher. He was
Just
up
letting
also.
them know he's there, right? Whoa.
Oh, let them know again. And that one hit him. Now
That's always
Brian's on
trouble.
first. Sorry, Jeff.
That's always trouble when you put the leadoff man on to start an inning, and that's, like I said, 3 of the first 4 innings now. The leadoff man has gotten on, and last inning came back finally to haunt him in the 2-run inning.
And both runs scored after 2 were out. Or actually, the fly out to left would have been the 3rd out, if not for an error. Bullock on first. Kelly, the batter, he struck out his first time. From the stretch, way inside behind Kelly, and that's a wild pitch. Back to the backstop. Bullock on his way to second.
Like the runner had started, or I don't know if he was faking or if he was going on that play, but he had been off the base a lot, and so he made it easily to second base.
Jim Kelly takes that pitch. Snap throw behind the runner. Bucanero bounces it in safe. Like good heads up catching by Bucanero, trying to sneak the throw down there to get Bullock. But Brian gets back in there. And unfortunately for LT, the count 2-0 to Kelly. So some work to do for them.
He squared around a bunt at that time. Looked like he might bunt. He's just looking down for the sign.
Squares around again, takes it on the corner, 2-1. Hoel going through the signs in your picture. We get the panorama. Pitch bunted down the first base line. Second baseman's got a cover, and he does a nice job of it as the bunt results in a 3-4 sacrifice. Good bunt by Kelly, and a man on third, 1 out.
Just
Nice
fundamental baseball there. The bunt to the opposite side, so if they are going to go, it's hard to make a throw across the diamond, so they have to make the play at first, and now you have a runner in scoring position with only 1 out.
And Ryan Hagensee trying to bring him around. Infield in now for LT, right on the lip of the infield grass. Third baseman even closer. Strike on the
Pretty
outside
pitch.
corner.
He's shown flashes of a very nice curveball, but he's just struggling a little bit with that control overall.
Again, gets it in at the knees. 0-2, good curve again. Well, those first 3 pitches of the inning, it looked like trouble, but coming back pretty nicely here. That one too far outside, 1-2.
Not a bad pitch there, though. You might catch a guy going for that one, looking for that same pitch. Let's see if he breaks him again.
We get a look at the pitcher, the runner, and the hitter in that shot. And the pitch comes in high, 2-2. Also, we could do a little traffic report while we're at it. 2-2, 1 out. The pitch. Chop to second, infield in. That'll prevent the run from scoring in a 4-3 putout. 2 out. And Chuck Rizzo will be the hitter trying to bring this run in from third.
That was a perfect kind of hit for LT's defense. Little hopper, had to hold the runner, and now you have an opportunity to get out of the inning, stranding that runner at third base.
And it's Chuck Rizzo, a sophomore, taking the strike. Sophomore to be, we should say, as when the students go back to school in the fall. Ball inside, 1-1. Playing shortstop, and Paul Howell mentioning one of the key players on this team as Paul too. This isn't a lot of times these junior versus junior games feature guys who are the future more than the present, but Howell circled 6 guys who are probably going to be key members in the future next year. Popped up to third, making the call and making the catch. Blake Zinkowski. Well, leadoff hit by pitch. Runner got to third with 1 out, but good work on the mound by Mike Zeroli, preventing the run from scoring. And after 4 complete, we move on with LT trailing York 2-0.
It would be easy to see this simply as an empty classroom. But we prefer to look at it as a room filled with hope and potential. That's why we're pleased to be able to contribute Cable in the Classroom free to local schools. Innovative commercial-free cable programs designed specifically for classroom use. Because what we saw was a chance to do something for education and for the community.
This material is good programming. It's very contemporary, it's up to date. You're getting visual information, you're getting audio information. It's current, it's up to date.
The quality of the productions are excellent, and the students are able to better make a connection between the curriculum being taught and how that curriculum impacts them in the real world.
Well, Grant Smith, who doubled his last time, lifts the first pitch to short, and the running catch by Rizzo has turned into a bit of an adventure, but Chuck Rizzo makes the play and 1 out. Another one right in between the infielders, and finally Chuck taking charge.
Well, they're getting tested. They're make sure they're calling for the ball and taking control. That's what Summer League's about, getting ready to learn how to do that.
Mike Vesperman now takes it outside. Chapin says, well, where was that one? A little bit low. The umpire responds, 1-0. Vesperman walked his last time and is ahead of the count here, 2-0. Sean Biederman pitched very, very well the last 2 2/3 innings, 8 in a row down. Trying to make it 9, grounded to Rizzo, gobbles it up nicely, throws to first for the out.
Maybe that's the reason the sophomore to be is in the lineup here. That's a nice play going over to his left and scooping it up and throwing it all in one motion. Good play by the youngster.
2 down, nobody on. Terry Sullivan getting lonely over there as 9 in a row have been set down. They had 5 runners on in the first 2 innings, but been quiet for a while.
Once again, activity in the LT bullpen.
We can see one of the players warming up, but pitch outside. Well, as Jeff has mentioned, and I'm sure you've noticed if you've been with us for a while, a lot of pitches have been thrown, particularly by Mike Zeroli. Pitch hit to right. Bullock is right there again, and it's 3 up and 3 down one more time. 10 in a row set down. by Biederman, and he wants to be home by 5:30 at this rate. Mom, get dinner ready. I'm got my stuff working here. 10 in a row.
That's right. Doing the job.
Guys, come on. Take up.
LT with just 2 more shots at it, too, as we go to the bottom of the 5th. And York will have the same trio that got things started in the key 3rd inning coming up here. Justin Kirsch, Tom Jablonski, and Scott Schmid. We get a look at Mike Vesperman, who has the play of the day defensively, and sliding catch that turned into a center field to first double play. But the last 3 innings have been owned by the Dukes.
Okay, Dukes getting in their huddle there. It's time to see if they can score a few more here as we get into the later innings.
Really, a pretty good crowd is formed out here at the York Field. So we're up here in the press box, and looks like a pretty decent turnout. Perfect day for baseball, or just about anything else except hockey. We see part of that crowd.
Come on, Justin, start it out for us.
Bottom of the 5th, Justin Kirsch, who walked and scored in the 3rd.
Come on, Justin. Come on now, Justin. Hey, good lead off, man. Come on, 16. Hey, 1-6 now.
Pitch.
Justin,
Yeah, ball 1.
Justin. Can't take him up, Justin.
Pitch on the way, taken low. 2 out. 2 balls, no strikes. Nobody out in the 5th. York up 2-0. Ball 3.
Hey, get him out now. Go, Green. Good job, 16. Good job, man. Come on now, enough out. Hey, down.
And walks him on 4. Well, that is another tough start to an inning for Zaroli, and another good start for York.
And that's the way Kirsch started out the 3rd inning when they scored 2 runs. So now the top of the order, so it gets tougher from here.
It's more a rough start for LT because York has not even had to hit its way on in any of the innings. They've had 3 walks and a hit by pitch.
Well, maybe it's just a return. The first time these 2 teams played in the first game, LT scored 3 runs on 2 bases loaded walks and a hit by pitch.
Wow.
So, what comes around goes around,
Yeah.
they say, right?
Give them their own medicine, see how they like it. Jablonski a walk and a pop to short. Tries to bunt through that one. Runner going. Throw to second. Safe. Jablonski made the attempt at the bunt, maybe even just as a distraction for the catcher. And Kirsch stealing second. 0-1 the count, and York another runner in scoring position. And need we mention, York still with no hits. Pitch outside, 1-1. Then 5 walks, a hit by pitch, and 2 errors for the base runners. On the way, look bunt again, and strike on the outside corner.
It's a similar situation to last inning when there was a man on second and nobody out. They bunted him over the runner, and Bullock went to 3rd and was stranded there, though.
Count is 1-2. Good close-up of Jablonski. Pitch just outside, evens it up at 2. That one way outside, 3-2. So we saw Kirsch making a bluff towards 3rd. Meanwhile, the pitch came in outside, and the count is full. Nobody out. Lifted to short center. Second baseman back. Second baseman takes it for the first out.
Oh, we got tough. Thank you, Mike.
One down, and it'll be Scott Schmid. coming to bat for York. He's hit the ball pretty well twice, really. Flew out to center, turned into a double play, but that required a sliding catch by Mike Vesperman. Pitch comes in for a strike. Then his last time up, hit a pretty good shot to second that ate up the second baseman. Ruled as an error up here in the press box, but that set up the inning. Another liner to second. This one caught, and oh my! The ball was caught, as was the runner in no man's land, as Kirsch doubled off second on the soft line drive.
The Little League coaches will tell you, wait for the ball to go through the infield, and Kirsch wasn't able to do that on that play, and costly base running mistake takes him out of yet another inning, and they still don't have a hit.
Well, through 5 innings, York leading 2-0. Very opportunistic, but a couple base running blunders that Paul Howell maybe not too pleased with. The catch Vesperman made, a very difficult one, but the runner was 2 steps around second base when the ball was caught, and that's kind of going a little too far, I think.
Exactly.
In that situation.
A lot of coaches view Summer League baseball as 2 things, informational and instructional. And the instructional part, hopefully these kids can learn from their mistakes and carry that over into next season, build on this experience. And as far as the informational, the coaches are learning who does what out there and what they can expect in a game situation.
We see Chris Chapin getting ready to catch the warm-up pitch, and we should actually it winds up back at the screen, but we should mention summer, an important time for teaching. Paul Howell, who has been an assistant here at York for many years and the head coach the past spring, winning the regional title, and during this summer he has taken the job at Hinsdale South, the new baseball coach, and he doing a great thing here. He not only is coaching York's summer team here in the summer to keep the ball rolling, but also he's been over meeting with the players at Hinsdale South, trying to stir up something for them to at least get some kind of a summer experience going and get some training or a few scrimmages of some kind. So a man who has had his hand in 2 programs right now, and we certainly congratulate him on moving to Hinsdale South, although the folks at York will no doubt miss him.
Not an easy task. You go over to and have to do 2 programs at once, and a surprise decision at Hinsdale South. Dave Lindley resigning at the end of the season. Had been there 16 years.
And a disappointment to anyone who has ever talked to Dave, because not only one of the nicest people, but boy, he can fill a notebook with quotes.
One of the characters of the game.
Popped to first. And caught by Moran for the first out. That is now 11 in a row. I like that, character of the game. It's
what was that quote?
It fits, and I think he belongs in the J. Johnstone, Tug McGraw category.
Yeah, always. I forget the one phrase he used in the paper I saw once. That was a classic. One of the best quotes I've ever read.
I'm going to try to. As the pitch comes in outside, his team was struggling through just a series of 1-run losses. A big inning at doom them. They'd be up like 4-1 and wind up losing 5-4 or 6-4 or something like that after a 4 or 5 run inning. Swing and a miss by Zupsich. Count 1-1. Lindley said, "I'm bewitched, bothered, and bewildered. Sometimes we fly off to Oz for an inning, and by the time we get back to Kansas, it's too late."
He turned a phrase.
Outside 2-1. Boy, I'll tell you.
And
as quotable as they come.
And Paul Howell, incidentally, will join Tim Fay, athletic director at York, moving over to Hinsdale South this month, so some familiarity there.
That's a good point. The tandem moving over there, and we certainly congratulate Tim. He's been great to us at Continental Cablevision.
Good eyes, up.
As the pitch sails in outside, ball 4. And a runner on first, 1 out. That's the first LT base runner since the 2nd inning. And a good spot, though, to get a base runner, because now Blake Zinkowski, who, while he's 0 for 2 tonight, is 10 for 20 on the spring with 1 homer and 8 RBIs. As well as 2 triples. That one lined to right. That's a base hit. On its way to second is Zupsich. He'll stop there. And the LT dugout getting the chatter going. As a drive on the first pitch, a single to right.
Well, there's Zinkowski. We talked about him earlier in his good swing. He is the leading hitter. He was 2 for 4 with a 2-run double in this team's first meeting. So you definitely know he has the pop in the bat and demonstrating a nice swing there.
Well, tying runs are on in the top of the 6th. 2-0 York leading Lyons Township.
Come on, LT, have a little pride in yourself.
And Ryan Busanero will try to cash in.
Board over there.
Ball up, strike 1.
Sounded like he was calling ball, but his hand went out and called a strike. So need a mic on him.
Not quite like, is it Dutch Renner who calls the strike and then signals it 40 seconds later? Snap throw to first.
Oh.
Just back in. Boy, frozen was Zinkowski, but just got in under the tag, although a few of the York Legions didn't agree. I'm not sure about some of the impartials either. They may not have either. Pitch outside, 1-1.
Well, Zinkowski heeded Terry Sullivan's yell of back from across the diamond, and quite a close play. First base coach there has been moved back in the box now by Coach Sullivan.
1-1. Chopped to short. Rizzo, short tossed. Oh, past the second baseman and into right field. 1 run will score. Zinkowski on his way to third. Busanero at second. Sullivan will hold him up to those stations. Oh, ball looked like it just slipped away from Rizzo as he made the medium distance toss from shortstop to second, and it is 2-1. Runners at second and third.
What might have been an inning-ending double play turns into second and third with only 1 out, and now LT has a chance to tie the game or take the lead.
Well, they certainly would have got 1. I don't know if it was hit hard enough to turn the double play, but that certainly changes the complexion of the inning. Second and third, that pitch bouncing in, blocked nicely by Chapin. Keep that tying run at third.
Looks like Biederman a little frustrated out there after that turn of events. Threw that play, threw that pitch down low and had kind of grimaced on his face.
Tom Zillman takes again. It is 2-0. Infield is in at all 4 positions. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Coach Howell obviously wanting to cut down this run. And I don't know, kind of unusual with a 1-run lead to have him pulled in. Maybe sometimes concede the run, but
not a lot of scoring though. So
true. And of course, no hits for the Dukes. 2-2.
Exactly. There is activity in the York bullpen. So it's coming down to a close game here.
We got to look at that infield pulled in, but it goes right by Chapin. A wild pitch coming home. The throw going to make it safe is Zinkowski, and we have a tie game. Pitch in the dirt, and Chapin tried to get down to block it, but just skidded by him, and we have a tie game.
Busanero moving to third on the play.
Oh, that puts the lead run now just 90 feet away, and a full count 3-2 in the LT dugout. Now the youngster in the back there has a little notation to make in the book. Is tally a run for the Lions. 3-2. Swing and a miss. And that takes care of that. 2 down. It'll bring up Caleb Svoboda. So now a base hit or a wild pitch, or one of those other 8 ways that you could score a run from third, minus the sacrifice fly or infield out.
That's a big strikeout, though. He really needed it there. He bore down and got it.
Strike one on the inside corner.
Coach Terry Sullivan didn't like that call. He just motioned with his hand at his head, so obviously he thought it was a little high.
0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Paul Howell on the end there, looking calm. There's a few signals, but an inning that he'd like to have back, I think. 0-2. Comes in high, 1-2. Biederman pitched brilliantly from midway through the second inning on through the fifth. 1 out in the sixth, and then LT has struck back. Pitch, swing and a miss. Good work by Biederman getting out of that jam. But LT gets 2 runs on 1 hit. 1 error, which stirred things up and certainly helped the Lions, as we see Terry Sullivan saunter back to the dugout, has a word for the on-deck hitter. And has to be happy, though, with his team back in the game, tied up at 2-2.
We have a ball game here. Should be interesting.
And the Dukes are back at attention here, hoping to bring across a run here in the bottom of the 6th and then hold on in the 7th if all goes well. They will have
the meat of their order coming up, so if they're going to do something, these are the guys they want up there.
Matt Moran, who came in, Coach Howell saying right around 500 coming into the game. He's walked and had a sacrifice fly. He'll lead things off. Then Chris Chapin around 360 according to his coach. He'll follow, and then Brian Bullock. So a good chance for York. But they will have to solve the thus far unsolvable Mike Zeroli, who has suffered some control problems, but no hits thus far. 2 errors, one of which was definitely borderline, but we up here in the booth, who don't have to field one-hop grounders, were kind enough to tag the second baseman with an error.
I don't know if I'm seeing things out there, Dave, but I could have sworn I saw number 25 at second base and number 25 at third base for LT. So that can only happen in summer ball. So.
But it can.
We'll be watching that one too, I guess. Wow.
Anything can happen. Just don't start seeing pink elephants out at second base. Then we'll start worrying about you. 2-0 to Moran. Swings, gets a good rip at that, fouls it back, 2-1. Right on top of that one. Well, we have a new catcher. Ryan Reek is in, number 26. Oh, Terry Sullivan has got the managerial wheels in full motion now. But if he has 2 number 25s out there, he's pulled a fast one on us.
I look on the roster, there are 2 number 25s. So.
Grounder to short, only in Summer League. Shortstop up with it, on to first, 1 out. It's a big out for LT. Moran been hitting the ball very well all summer.
Well, that's only the second time the leadoff hitter for York has been retired so far this game.
Chris Chapin will be the hitter now. Well, our first Summer League broadcast, hopefully more to come. And chopped. Howell has it at third. Unfortunately, it's the third base coach. 0-1. Another team we hope to run into later in the year, Hinsdale Central. As they off to a very strong start under Gary Selesky this summer.
8-2 going into Tuesday action, I believe, was their record, and they get their number 1 pitcher back at the beginning of July.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's not bad.
York fans might remember that. I think Neil Calzo tried to field the ground ball against them and put his hand up and broke his hand, and Hinsdale Central lost him for the rest of the season. He's due back early in July, and that will be a boost for Hinsdale Central going into the tournament.
Hinsdale Central under Selesky, I believe, have won. I know they've won one summer title and possibly two. Back in the late 70s, early 80s. Ground ball past the mound. Shortstop charges. Can't come up with it. So Brian Pollock is on base.
Looks like the hop, you waited 1-2 hop too many. Should have come in a little sooner and played the earlier hop. That will eat you up there.
And we may have a replay of that play. Mike Newsham working overtime in the truck. Roll that tape as strike one. And indeed, well, it's going to be a while, but 0-1. Strike. Now we're going to get a look at that play.
See right
Kind of
there.
short. Yeah, it looked like it might even hit the lip of. I think that's Rob Fisher at short. Pitch is high. Runner going. Throw down a second. Sliding in safely. Stolen base. Brian Pollock.
So York remains aggressive on the bases, and it's paid off so far today.
Count is 1-2. Now Jim Kelly with a shot at bringing in the lead run with a base hit. Pitch on the way. Curves in high. 2-2.
York now 3 for 4 in the stolen base department today. So Paul Howell leaving Elmhurst with aggressive attitude.
And Paul is not the only new coach in the family, as his wife has also taken over as head coach of the Donner South girls cross country team. So we congratulate both Howells. Paul tipped foul in front of the plate. They will both be working at rival schools, so keep the conversation light. Popped up, fouled on the third base line, and unable to come up with it. Good hustle. And that's right in our camera position.
Nice hustle there by Sinkowski.
Count is 2-2. Two pitch, curves in high. We are at a full count now. Kelly was down 0-2, but he's battled back. The shadow beginning to creep across the diamond. Pitch inside. I think it hit him. Either way, it's ball 4. But the runner went to third. Apparently it did not hit him. Just a walk and a wild pitch. So first and third. And Ryan Hagensee will be the hitter, but first Terry Sullivan wants to talk.
Well, this is a big batter. Ryan Hagensee can set the stage for a York victory here, and also the old first and third play with 2 outs, so you never know. There could be trickery involved.
Jack McDowell, pupil out there perhaps? Sullivan talking. He's got the whole infield in there, and there's a lot of new faces out there. I see number 1, Tyler Wilson.
Strategy going on both sides of the field.
I wouldn't be surprised if Paul Howell is thinking double steal here. Well, we will find out what all the powwows were about here in a moment. First and third, 2 out. Hagensee has walked and grounded out second to first. Pitch low, ball 1.
Hold the ball.
No one advances. Runners at first and third hold. 2 out, 2-2 game. Bottom of the 6th. There's the McDowell play. Runner will get to second. Now the runner leans off of third and goes back safely. They conceded that runner going to second. And hoped to get the runner off third leaning, but not straying too far was Bullock.
So we were talking trickery, and that's exactly what was going on there.
Well, that is a good call, Mr. Davis. Pitch grounded to second, two hopper, up with it and on to first for the out. So a threat, but no damage. Coming out of that inning is York strands two runners, and making that play at second, Jeff Bonavere. Terry Sullivan, a happy man, and his team's still in the ballgame, tied up 2-2 heading into the seventh.
Our planet's rainforests are burning. 96,000 acres are burned every day. Right now, you can join the National Arbor Day Foundation and support rainforest rescue to help stop the destruction. In the few seconds I've been talking, a forest the size of 3 city blocks went up in smoke. You better call now.
Which child deserves to be read to? This one? Or is it this one? Which child will learn to use a toothbrush? Who will have a chance to sing? The choice is yours. Volunteer for Head Start. With your help, more low-income preschool children can get what other children already have. Change the world of a child, and you change the world.
It takes so little to save our waters for future generations. Using less toxic household cleaners and fewer lawn care chemicals protects so much. Help stop water pollution forever. Clean water. If we all do a little, we can do a lot.
And there's your story. It is going to the wire. We're at the wire, as a matter of fact. Ground ball, base hit to right. Well, Tyler Wilson, a timely spot for his first hit of the summer.
First pitch, he was ready. Came off that bench ready, and that's what you have to do when you're fighting for jobs. Good way to impress the coach.
Now this, I believe, is Ken Olson. They have two number 26s too. So, well, Tyler will have a runner for him is Grant Smith, who started the game and doubled in one of his two trips. He will run for Wilson, but what a greeting he gets back in the dugout.
So let's see if LT elects to sacrifice the runner to second and put him in scoring position here.
First baseman charges, pitch comes in high. Second baseman covers first, and they got him! How about that? How many times do you see that?
That's really a good pitch there by Biederman, who throws a high fastball. You know, if the batter does try to bunt it, it's probably going to be popped up, and you still have a shot at the runner and see what the runner is doing. And it's almost like a pitch out in a way because the catcher's already coming up.
We're going to get another look. Boy, Chris Chapin pounced on that, and I didn't think he had a play. Good camera work, too, by Mike and everyone down at the truck. That's great. Second baseman sneaking in behind Scott Schmidt. And that was the thing. I thought when Chapin stood up to throw, there wasn't going to be anybody home to cover because the first baseman was charging. But well-executed play and obviously well-practiced because Schmidt was right there and perfect timing to make the tag. Pitch on the corner. There is Schmidt.
There, thank you.
Tip your hat. He gave us the wave. All we need is a tip of the hat, maybe a backflip like Ozzie Smith used to do. Swing got a little piece of it, fouled it off. 1-2, I believe the count. 1 out. 2-2 the count. Lots of twos up there on that board. And drop third strike, it appears, and the runner will reach first.
Pitch bounced in and got away from Chapin. And now LT's right back where we started in the inning. With man on first, 1 out.
All right, well, boy, Terry Sullivan does not have to look far for a pinch runner. He tells the first base coach to pinch run. And the batter is now the first base coach. The batter in this situation is Rob Fisher, number 6, who takes a strike.
So the bench is emptying here in the 7th inning for Lyons Township, and everyone getting the chance to prove themselves.
Popped it up. Foul territory. Sprinting over, and neither the catcher or the third baseman has any room. It's out of play. Count will go to 0-2. 1 out in the 7th. York 2, LT 2. York with 2 in the 3rd on no hits. LT 2 runs in the 6th on 1 hit. From the stretch, Peterman's pitch comes in outside. Throw by Chapin down to second. Runner going. Safe at second. Stolen base. I think that was Vesperman again.
Well, now they got a runner in scoring position here.
Vesperman, who was hit for by Ryan Reich and coached first, winds up pinch running and stealing second.
Scorekeeper's nightmare right here. Nice block by Chapin. Another one in the dirt. That was similar to the drop third strike play, but he got this one.
Well, we saw the freeze frame on the pickoff of first. And then the steal of second that sets up a 2-2 1-out situation. Runner in scoring position. That ball lined foul out of play down the right field line. Rob Fisher, the hitter. Here we'll get another look at the steal. And indeed, he is past the shortstop by the time the throw comes. Good jump by Vesperman, and he gets the steal. Still 2-2. Chop to short. Going to be a tough play. Long throw by Rizzo. He got him. Nice play. Strong arm.
Once again, Rizzo showing fine fielding at shortstop.
Hell, he started a double play earlier.
And he moved to his left well earlier. So,
that's right.
Looks like he's going to be a good one for the York Dukes.
Runner is at second with 2 out, and it's up to Bill Malone. Actually, it's up to Jeff Bonavere.
One of the two number 25s. Blake Zinkowski being the other. So we do have him identified now.
Yeah, at least Terry's kind enough to provide the entire roster, even if he's got a few tricks here with the duplicate numbers. They are identified. Pitch on the way comes in high. It's 2-0. Andy Zupsish is on deck. He has been in the entire distance, and he's open for a shot in this tie game. The 2-0 pitch. Well, just outside, it appears. 3-0. There is Zupsish. Good chance for him to wear the hero's mantle. Should a walk come, and it just did. There's ball 4. So first and second with 2 out. Lyons Township has stranded 5 runners today, but 3 have been in scoring position and had the bases loaded in the second and to score. So here's a chance to break through, though, as they did last inning in the 6th with 2 runs. From the stretch, pitch just outside, ball 1. Pitch on the corner, strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. The dangerous Blake Zinkowski on deck. From the stretch throw to first, snap throw is safe.
Terry Sullivan telling his first base runner to keep his eye on first base.
From the stretch, the pitch, swing and a miss. Ball 1, strike 2. Took something off that one.
Hold a string, as they say.
Where did that come from? Is that a yo-yo terminology?
Those old baseballs, you know, tear the cover off like in a natural.
2 and 2.
I'm watching too many baseball movies, huh?
Well, they have plenty of those out this summer, don't they?
Yeah, there's one looks to be the same as the other. Rookie of the year and
they seem
little big league.
The plot's like last month's bread, but they keep coming out. Pop to left. Could be trouble. Shortstop back. No, nobody going to get it. It drops in. 1 runner's in, and runners will be at second and third. As the throw to second now escapes into right field. Runner's going to come from third. And 2 runners come across. Oh, my.
So some an ill-advised throw there, Dave. Clearly the runner, Zupstich, had second base and the throw, and he tried to block it, went into right field. So now that puts York in a little bit of a deeper hole.
Ball wasn't crushed again, but it dropped in a key spot, and it's a huge hit for Zupstich. Zinkowski swinging at the first pitch, misses. I think he's jumped on the first pitch every time. He doesn't mess around up there, and his 11 for 21 numbers on the summer prove that. It works more often than not. Strike 2 on the inside corner.
That was a nice pitch, nice placement, and that's what you want to do. Somebody like this who has good bat speed and get those hands out.
That's Greg Maddox's favorite spot. Drop it in right under the hands, inside corner. Goes away this time, 1 and 2. But again, a good pitch. Hoping to get Zinkowski chasing it. I wonder if the reinforcements have arrived for game 2 by now, all the seniors. Right off the end of the bat, chop to third. Up with it, long throw to first will get him. Hagensee to Moran, and York is out of it, but that 2-out hit for LT that had been escaping them in the first 2 innings. Well, Andy Zupstich got it this time, and it results in a 2-run double, 2 runs, 2 hits for LT. And after trailing 2-0 after 5, they head into the bottom of the 7th, now up 4-2.
And dare we mention it? I still do not see the hit for York. So Ciroli.
We've had 3 errors, one of them really borderline, but I think it...
Well, we both called it, and we scored it individually, so I think you can say that Mike Ciroli has a chance for a no-hitter here. So stay tuned, folks.
Baseball infamy. He will face the 8, 9, and 1 portion of the York lineup. Wonder if Paul Howell would sneak a senior in here as a pinch hitter just to
I wonder if
spoil the...
I wonder if Ciroli is thinking about that. I mean, when you have a game like this where you're not really on top of your game, I mean, you've been behind the count in a lot of hitters and had some errors behind you. If you're thinking, hey, if I get these guys out, I have a no-hitter. And
I wonder if he knows it. I wonder if...
Should we yell it?
I wonder if the LT scorekeeper is on the same page. But strike 1 to Rizzo. Chuck Rizzo grounded out third to first and popped to third. The sophomore, swing and a miss, 0-2. Everyone's standing in the LT dugout. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Well, apparently not a drop third strike. Strikeout recorded. Busenard was going to throw it down there, but thought against it. And there is 1 out.
If you look at Ciroli's line, 6 walks to go along with a hit batsman, and his defense has committed 3 errors behind him. So.
Ball 1. Oh, there's the dugout up. Even Sullivan's up, taking a look now in the front row.
Is he telling him now, hey, we have a shot here for something? Get up.
Stay out. Let's hear some A better, huh? Strike called, 1-1.
Whoops.
Kirsch has walked twice. Walked in the 3rd and scored York's first run on a sacrifice fly by Matt Moran. Walked in the 5th and stole 2nd. As here he's got a 2-1 count now. Kirsch stole 2nd, and then on that line drive to 2nd by Schmidt was doubled off. That has hurt York today. 2 double plays as well. 2-1 is fouled down the right field line. Going to land safely out of play. 2-2. Two, 1 out, bottom of the 7th. LT up 4-2. Swing and a miss, good curve. And Ciroli, who is known as a strikeout artist most of the summer, now has 4 in the game, 3 in the last 2 innings.
That's right, and he is 1 out away from maybe making a name for himself in at least the Midwest Division circles.
I wish I had known this was going to happen. I would have listened closely to Jack Brickhouse's call of Milt Pampas's no-hitter and been all set. Pitch is outside, 2-0. This will have to...
Well, Jablonski, he's hit the ball twice, popped out.
That one is high, 3-0. Scott Schmidt would be next. Jablonski walked to lead off the game for York. Has also popped up twice. 3-0. Strike called, 3-1.
It's a good look at Ciroli, who is 2 strikes away.
Grounded in the hole, base hit. Well, no doubt about that one. And Jablonski is on first with 2 out in the 7th and the tying run coming up for York. Good, solid hit.
That's right.
No question.
If you're going to lose a no-hitter, you want it to be at least a hit like that, because you don't want a little bloop single to be wondering about if it could have been caught or what have you. Nice, solid hit by Jablonski, and he has ended Ciroli's no-hit bid.
Throw to first and runner back. Well, now Schmidt is up. He's had 3 pretty good swings.
Yeah, so now enough with the no-hitter. York is looking to perhaps tie and win this ball game here.
Curveball is low, 1-0. So Tom Jablonski with 2 out in the 7th. Boy, how many times does that happen? And the number of 2 out in the final inning no-hitters that are broken up are equal to the number of no-hitters, I think.
Grant, bounce off, he comes your way.
1-1.
Come on, LT, pick him up, guys.
Pitch gets away outside. That'll send Jablonski down to 2nd. And the count 2-1. Well, LT got something cooking with 2 out in the 7th. The top of the 7th got 2 runs. York hoping to do the same. Two and 1 to Schmidt. Loops it down the right field line. First baseman over, can't come up with it. Got a glove on it, but just off the tip of the glove. That was Grant Smith, who had the 3rd out and the ball game tip off the edge of his glove. But the count now 2-2.
Good effort, though. last second diving. It was seemed like it was moving away from him, so gave it his best shot.
2-2. There's Smith, who had a big double earlier in the game. Swung on and missed. The throw will come to first, and Lyons Township has pulled it out. As Mike Zaroli striking out the side in the 7th. Tom Jablonski, the big 2-out hit to break up the no-hitter, but Zaroli not getting too rattled, comes right back and gets out of the inning. And LT wins it 4-2. Really good pitching both ways, Jeff. You look at this, Sean Biederman had 11 in a row going at one point, pitched really well, and then in the 6th and 7th, LT 2 unearned runs in the 6th, and then that 2-out double that was just one of those tweeners, one of those duck snorts, as Ken Harrelson calls them, that eluded the left fielder and the shortstop, and sometimes that's the way baseball goes.
Exactly, clutch hit nonetheless. They say a lot of times you make contact, good things can happen, and that's exactly what happened in that case. But you have to give credit to both pitchers. They both struggled early, and they came on towards the end of the game and threw a lot better, and both gave complete game performances.
Well, give a lot of credit to Zupsich. Not only the clutch hit, but he had come in to this game hitless on the summer, 0 for 8. Winds up with a 2 for 3 day for himself. The 2 RBI double, a single, a walk, and a run scored as well. And Tyler Wilson starting out that 7th with a single, but then was picked off. But LT still bouncing back from that great pickoff play that York pulled to turn things around and get 2 runs in the 7th inning, and the Lions win it 4-2. York producing just that 1 hit, 2 runs coming in the 3rd inning, sacrifice fly by Moran, and Chris Chapane on a fly ball to right field reached on an error that brought in the other run. So really a pretty good ball game.
This gives us something to look forward to next 2 years, I guess, when these two teams meet, because they, over the past year or two, they've developed quite a rivalry, and the West Suburban Silver is always an exciting conference, and this bodes well that will continue.
Well, we have be seeing these guys for the next 2 years, so catch some baseball. You'll be able to see them down the line, and hopefully you'll see more of us down the line as more Summer League baseball should be coming here on Continental Cablevision, and hopefully check your local listings and join us once again. Here today, Lyons Township with 2 runs in the 6th and the 7th beat York 4-2. For Jeff Davis, and we certainly thank you, Jeff, for joining us today. Great job. I'm Dave Owen, and for Director Mike Newsham and everyone associated with the broadcast, we thank you for watching, and we will see you soon here on Continental Cablevision.
Our